What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another video. It's Friday. You know where we're at. We're out here at USS Nagoya. We're taking a look at some cars. Right now we're taking a look at a 1998 GTT Skyline. It is the R34 GTT. Seems to be in pretty good condition. I do find this a little bit funny. The little devil thing on the Nissan emblem. It's got the wheels everybody loves. It's also got like a devilish tribal steering wheel cover. I don't know if this one might be possessed or something. But overall, it seems to be in good condition. There's no rust. The motor sounds good. We have one other car to look at today for the shop for potential stock. And then we're just gonna look at whatever we want today. We're here with Sergey today. Hey. Came up from Okinawa. Doing a little bit of video in here at the auctions. And you're what? You're kind of interested in some cars a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll kind of get an idea.
Can I actually ride it if I want?
Like drive it?
Yeah, drive. Yeah.
Not at the auctions. Not on camera.
Okay.
Not on camera, but we can cut the camera if you want. Moved on from the GTT and we're looking for a battery to jump off another 180 we're looking at. Came across this S2000 right here. I have not a clue what this front end is. If anybody knows what this front end conversion is on the S2000, let me know in the comments because I've never seen anything like this before.
Too custom.
Too custom, yeah. Yeah, how do you even open that? There we go. Yeah, it's got the typical S2000 motor in it, but that front end is ridiculous. And then the rear end as well has some sort of different tail light conversion on it. Very strange. It's too early right now at the auctions. We're finding weird stuff. Found the battery jumper. We're here taking a look at the 180. This one's not USA legal. This one is a 1998. It is a Type X SR20 DET. This thing, when we started it up, scared both of us. He got the initial reaction on his video starting it up, but just listen to this thing. That's too much. Yikes. I think we'll be staying away from this one. Sergey just noticed this one has JDM written on it, so that means it's definitely JDM. That means this is gonna fetch high dollar. This is gonna be a lot of money, guys. It's got JDM stenciled on the side and has a super giant JDM rearview mirror. Ridiculous. Kind of walking around checking out some cars now, and this S15 caught our eye. It's got a nice blue paint job on it, and it has like the over fenders, the wide fenders, got the drift stitch. Pretty loud exhaust, kind of like a straight pipe right out the back, but not as loud as that ridiculous 180. Another RX-7, low kilometers. Like I said in my previous auction videos, it's almost impossible to find a nice RX-7 that's USA import legal, and this one's a 1998, so it's not USA import legal yet. This one's not the nicest anyway, though. It's pretty messed up, got some tape on the front, but it does only have 79,000 original kilometers, so that's pretty good. But you can also see where he's had about 10 different spoilers on it, and rust is coming out of all of them. The tall people in Japan test.
Yeah, it's kind of small.
Yeah. Your head's right there at the top as well. And that's as far as it goes back. Yeah, can't do it. Checking out a Supra just for fun here. This one's a 1995, and it's had turbo written on it, but then they crossed out turbo. But now I'm really confused because there is an intercooler on it. So is it an intercooler, or is it just an interfooler? Like, what exactly is happening here? So we did pop the hood. So right here is 2JZ GE. But this is definitely the turbo motor. So I don't know. I guess it's just an SZ or an SCR that's been swapped over to a twin turbo model. Might be cheaper. Checking out some cars we've already seen before. But this RX-7, FDRX-7, I don't think we've seen this one before. I'm not sure what year it is. It's covered up. It looks like it says 4 on it, which means 1992. So this one actually looks really clean, especially if it is a 92. But it's locked, and the auction sheet is all folded up. Probably somebody did that on purpose, honestly. This one looks pretty good though. And then we're also looking at the Unis Cosmo over here. This one is the 20B. it's also locked, unfortunately. But you don't see the 20B too often, and whenever you do see a Unus Cosmo, it's usually out there in the lot with a blown motor. So pretty cool to see a Cosmo in actual good condition. It's a 1995 and it has 90,000 original kilometers. Looking around some more over in Jumbo Tower now, and there's a CRX, which, as you guys know if you've been following the auction videos, pretty rare. I never see CRXs. And this one's got some kind of special edition badging all over it. Special edition F1 Grand Prix Champion 1986 Formula One Championship Series, and it's all throughout the interior as well. You can see the steering wheel has the same badge on it. Everything looks super clean. Has 132,000 original kilometers. It has been repaired. Look at the seats too. That is really cool. I've never seen one like this. I'm gonna have to check to see what it goes for whenever we get back, but I'm gonna guess probably 15,000 20,000 US dollars, just because it's a Honda, it's old enough to go back, and it's the rare model. Under the hood looks pretty clean, not gonna lie. Timing belt was changed recently too. What, about 8,000 kilometers ago or so? Not a bad car at all. I actually really like this thing. I would totally sport this. You guys know I love the classic fairlady Z's. Absolutely beautiful one. This one is an R2, so it has been wrecked twice. Not ideal. Some rust bubbling up right there. But man, I do love a nice fairlady Z. Something like this, it's hard to say exactly what it would go for, but I want to say probably in the 30 to 40,000 US dollar range, maybe a little less. You guys go subscribe to Sergey. He's getting into the JDM scene, living the life in Japan. He's gonna be doing some initial D in the hills of Okinawa in an 8.6 someday. Ooh, hello, you're looking pretty good. I don't know that I've seen you out here before. Your mama let you date? Of course it's an R grade, don't even have to say that. Undocumented kilometers, lots of issues. Everything in the rear has been replaced. Rear fenders and the trunk and the bumper have all been replaced. So this one was probably either rear-ended or did some nice drifty drift in the mountains and didn't make it to deliver his tofu on time. Unfortunately, almost all of these are locked up here, so I can't show you guys the delicious interior in the rear. You guys remember the abandoned R32 v-spec 2 we found here in Nagoya? Here's another v-spec 2. You don't see very many of them. This one has actually been up at auction a couple times already. Old v-spec 2. But the problem is, can we see it from here? I don't think you can see it from here, but the engine bay is rusted out. Underneath there's a decent amount of rust. Very rusty car. Probably set somewhere like that one we saw. And then you got the SOAR. I want it. I can't find the auction sheet, and it's locked though, so I'm really not sure what year it is. I don't think it's old enough to go back to the States. I was looking before I came a couple days ago, and I didn't see any old enough, but I still got the SOAR bug. I still want one. Yellow FD, not the original color though. It's been repainted. Evo 10, R35. Got a few cars around here, but it's kind of dead. There's not a lot going on at the auction today, it seems like. We are early though too. Normally I don't come until about this time. Just when I thought we broke the streak of not being able to find a nice USA import legal RX-7, here I am thinking this, oh guys, check out this 92, and then Sergey points out, automatic. Nobody wants that. Somebody bought an automatic and put a giant spoiler on it. Thing's huge. Next to an 8.6, next to a drifted out S15, probably another drifted out S15, kind of nasty looking. Could this be it? Could this be the nice USA legal FD RX-7? Of course not, it's a 1999, but it does look pretty good. I like the wheel setup, the staggered wheels, pretty awesome, but 1999, not cool. I really wish somebody would buy this thing so I would stop having to see it every auction video. S15, but it's got this ridiculous wide body on it. I have seen this thing every time I come for like the last month, and I hate it. I wish somebody would buy it so I could quit looking at it. Little Godzilla, well not Godzilla, R34 GTR. R32 is Godzilla. But this one's been here for a while. This one is a v-spec. It's a 1999? Yeah, 1999, grade 4C. It's been here for a little while, a little dusty, a little dirty. Obviously means it's a little bit expensive. It's been gone unsold for the last few times. But if you're in the market for a 99 V-spec in black, here it is. USA import legal February of 1999, so it'll be one of the very first that come to the USA in 2024. We're seeing a lot more people reach out to us for early 1999 R34 GTRs. One, because they're storing them and they want the first model so they can get it into the USA ASAP. And then the other reason is military people in Okinawa, military people in the UK. They're being stationed, you know, 3 to 4 years at a time, so that's right there in their window to get the very earliest model R34 GTRs. Interesting what we have here. Oh, and that one's actually unlocked. There you go. What is this? I thought on the front end, okay, no, it is an S14. For some reason when I was looking, I thought it was an S15. But it is an S14, it's a 1996, 59,000 original kilometers, not many kilometers, but it's all roll caged out and got a ridiculous bumper on the back. I'm not really a big fan of that. And of course, pink S15 is still here. I wish that one would get bought too. I wish somebody would just come buy this pink one and that white one and do us all a favor so you guys could have to not see them anymore. What else do we have? EK9, this EK9's been here. You guys have seen this one, it's a piece of crap. R33 GTR, which one is this? Oh, it's a 1998, so Series 3. Some of you guys were commenting on my videos like, oh my god, you're too Skyline oriented. I mean, I do work at a GTR specialty shop, so that's kind of going to happen. Especially when that's what I come to inspect a lot of times, are these GTRs. This one, pretty factory. Does have some rust on the strut towers though, but we're not interested in this one right now. We have a couple that are non-USA legal. Well, none of them are USA legal yet, but we have a couple that are already kind of later models. So right now we're kind of focusing on more of 1995 models. This is the EK9 with this piece of crap hatch that like won't even close properly. So they have to have these ridiculous trunk pins. That's a clean S15. Thank you, clean S. You don't have matching wheels. R32 wheels in the back. Some like, those almost look like the v-spec wheels. I think it's the v-spec R32 wheels. They kind of look similar. I don't know if that's them or not. They look similar. Boom chakalaka. SR20 DET. This one looks a little dirty. Here we have an S13 that is USA legal. It's a 1991. It's got 180SX passenger seat. Somebody started to write 180SX here and then crossed it out. And they also were writing turbo and also crossed it out. So I'm not really sure if this is a K's model or a Q's. Does have an intercooler, so I'm gonna guess it's the K's model with the turbo. Doesn't look too bad. The front end's been replaced. Well, I guess that's just the over fenders is probably what that is. Not a bad looking car, but it is an R grade, so it does have repair history. I think a lot of you would enjoy that. I think this would make a lot of American customers happy. This is something else that I wouldn't mind bringing to the USA shop, something like this. Something that's, you know, a little bit cheaper, but still good quality for the most part. But I don't have the keys, I can't open it up, so, girl. There is no way this one is legal for the US. It looks way too nice. Ooh, 2002, the last year. It does have some kind of weird wide body on it right here. Not as bad as that S15. I see Bayside blue. GTR? It's got a GTR badge, but I'm a little suspect. Yeah, this is a GTT. Definitely a GTT. It is a 2001. Pretty ratty looking, crappy hood pins. The blue looks not that great. It's got the stupid wing on it. Not a fan, not a fan. Is it original Bayside blue though? If so, that's kind of rare. But it is, oh, I think it is actually original Bayside blue. This Evo 10 looks really nice. Nice wheel setup. Nice side skirts. Definitely a fan of that. Another R32 GDI. Really like this GDI. Love white GDIs. 1994. Ooh, 59,000 original kilometers. Low kilometers. It's pretty nice. Looks like it's been sitting and been dirty a little bit. Okay, let's go over here real quick. One more time. I keep getting comments and questions about this RX-7. This one's been here 4 months. You guys know that. Hey, the hood's popped. So we actually can take a look at the hood this time. The engine. Definitely been sitting for a while. Lots of oxidation on the intake manifold. This one's been here for like, I don't know how many months, but I constantly get messages about this one. People are like, hey, what about that crappy red one that you see at auction every month or every week? How much do you think it'll go for? And I think starting bid is right around $5,000 for this one, and nobody bids on it. Yeah, it's like 500,000, just a little over 500,000 yen. And nobody ever bids, so I mean, you, yeah, FD RX-7, USA legal. I mean, this one could probably be won for pretty cheap. Got the wide body stuff on it, but just needs some paint, some love. This one right here, of course, not USA legal. It's way too nice looking. They even lock up the piece of crap RX-7. We can't even get in that. Just so you guys don't comment that I skipped the NSX. Here's an NSX. It's automatic. It's not cool. For the latest tall people in Japan update, go check out Sergey again. He actually fits pretty nicely in the NSX. He's just a little bit taller than I am, and he agrees that the NSX definitely more room than the FD RX-7s, because the FDs he couldn't do either. Uh-oh. I skipped an RX-7. What if it was the one? What if it's the clean USA one? The hood's popped. That's a good sign. That means somebody's interested. That means it could be USA legal, but it does look really nice. There's no way. Not a chance. It is a 1996. Closer. Carbon fiber hood. This one actually looks really nice. I even am okay with like the wider fenders. It's almost like a Z-Tune type fender for like the R34s. It's got some receipts in it for about $13,000 worth of parts. It is an R grade though. 119,000 kilometers. Not bad. Some carbon fiber pieces. Is it carbon fiber wrap? I feel like that's wrap. I don't think that's real carbon fiber. Pretty good looking FD, not gonna lie. If I was coming to Japan right now and being stationed in the military for like 3 years, that means what? I could take home a 96, 7, 8, a 98. I would probably go for an FD. I think FD would be a good choice there, or like a R34 GTT for a cheap option. Some more Evo action. Pretty much factory. Doesn't even have the rear wing on it. Nothing really too interesting to show, but you guys are always wanting more Evo stuff and more diversity, so enjoy your diversity. We went and got the key for the NSX to check it out. He likes the way it sits, the way he fits in it better. Look at this spare tire. This thing's freaking teeny. I just picked it up because the battery's back there, but ridiculously teeny spare tire. Good old NSX. This one's been here for a while, so it took the battery to fire it up, but fire it up, rev it up. It's pretty nice though. What do you think of it?
Very nice. I'd like to have it. It's still a little bit expensive.
It is a little bit expensive,
yeah,
definitely.
It's one of the best I saw for today.
Grade 4B with 23,000 original kilometers. Automatic. It is a 92, so it is USA legal.
Interior is great.
Yeah, it is really nice. And it fit a lot better than the FDRX-7s. A lot more room. Pop-up headlights. I love pop-up headlights. And then, it took me a minute, but we have the engine compartment opened up now. Very, very clean in here. Just looks like it would be not very fun to work on. Not very fun at all. While I was getting the battery for the NSX, I saw this, and now we came back and it just started up. This thing sounds so nasty. Absolutely insane sounding. Big single. We're not gonna bug them though while they're inspecting the car. Don't want to get up in their business too much. You guys can see where we're at. We're outside. We're here in the wrecked area, the trash area, the blown motor area. We have a Toyota Celica. I love this body style Celica. It's kind of like got the old, you know, Mustang tail lights, like from the 60s, 70s time frame. I love these things when they're done up right, when they're fixed. It's really sad to see one in this kind of condition. There's another Celica right here too, but nobody really cares about that body style Celica. Some of you guys are gonna hate on me for saying that, but I don't give a crap about this body style Celica. But this one right here, this is like ultimate JDM classic Celica, and it does have a motor in it. You can hear the rust like running down as you open this thing, rust shaking off of it, but it does have an engine in it. It looks terribly rusty and like it definitely does not run, but pretty nasty looking. You can listen, like rust is like shaking off of it as you do it. Ridiculous.
Yeah, but still, it's still fine.
It's not bad. Yeah, I mean, it's got definitely some rust. Like it's not going to be a cheap restore, but these cars go for a lot of money if they're in like the right condition. But the interior is trash too. Who's looking for a nice STI? A little crunched up. Don't know how much of that is savable. It doesn't look like it got too bad, but it looks like it's definitely been pushed back. This thing looks like it was submerged in water. Like somebody crashed this thing into a lake, busted the windshield out to get out, and it smells like it's been in the water. Definitely the Yakuza dumped a body in this thing and put it in the ocean. Oh man, you guys are gonna be hating on the STIs out here. It's got the Nürburgring sticker on it. This one, that's a weird accident. I guess it got kind of T-boned in the rear a little bit. Proud of Boxer. Somebody really cared about their STI and got it destroyed. You want a Japanese sports car from Japan, a GTR Super RX-7, hit me up. You want a fire truck from Japan? Hit me up, I'm your guy. Right here.
His wife, right?
Yeah. We're walking past here and we had to stop just real quick for a video because this is like the Breaking Bad mobile. Walter White's wife. God bless her annoying soul. I hated her in that show. This is her car. If you want Walter White's wife's car, hit me up. It's for sale, probably next week, probably not this week. Right beside Walter White's wife's car, another Toyota Celica XX. This one is the automatic though. Got some nice leopard print in there. Yeah, these are all up next week. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with this R33 GTR. It's been here for about 3 weeks now. Doesn't have an auction sheet. They haven't been like prepping it to go to auction. So I don't know what the deal is with this one. It looks cheap, looks terrible. It looks like a $18,000 R33 GTR. A couple interesting cars in the expensive area. It's like an old, I don't know if it's like an old K car, like one of the first K cars. It says Trojan on it. I'm not very familiar with that car though. Then there's like a crazy looking rat rod here. Something you'd see built in like a Jesse James or something. And then we have some higher end Ferraris, Nismo R35 GTR, and that Lamborghini. It's a nice color. The day is coming to a close. We left the auctions. The two cars at the beginning of the video we started with. We started the black GTT and the red 180. The black GTT ended up going too expensive. Sometimes they just, I don't know, it was kind of low kilometers and just the fact that it was actually in good condition and didn't need any work other than a good cleaning, it went expensive. So we did lose out on that bid. And then the red 180, of course, I think you guys can imagine why. We decided not to bid on that one. That thing was pretty gross, had some rust, sounded like crap, and just was not a good car to purchase. But we had a good time looking at some other cars. Sergey is going to be purchasing a car in the future. He's thinking maybe 180 or an S chassis or something. He's kind of just now getting into the Japanese cars, and he lives in Okinawa, and he plans on kind of starting to shift his channel a little bit and do some more content. Right now it's mostly all in Russian, but seriously, go check his channel out. I'll let him talk a little bit about it in just a second. It's very interesting. I've been watching some of his videos, and some of it's in English, some of it's in Russian, some of it's in Japanese, and it's just like culture in Japan from a Russian person's point of view, and it's so incredibly interesting. I'm really surprised how interesting it is. But then again, I just love content from Japan. So go check out his YouTube channel. It's right here on the screen, and I'll put the links in the description of this video. Really cool dude, and he's gonna have some more diverse content coming with cars and English and life in Okinawa. This is Sergey. Thank you for coming. I enjoyed the time out here today.
Yeah, hey guys. Yeah, Spencer is a very nice guy. He showed me everything, and I had a chance to ride his fancy car.
He got to drive the fancy car.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Very nice experience. So I'm enjoying so much. It's actually my first time in Nagoya. 10 years.
Crazy, live in Japan for 10 years and just pass Nagoya every time.
Yeah, I even moved to Okinawa.
That's, yeah.
It's very nice, very nice.
But I was telling him a little bit about your channel, and I was saying, you know, like kind of what it is and how you're gonna shift a little bit into some car content as well.
Yeah, usually I'm filming about like my life in Japan, lifestyle, kind of documentary, interview kind of style of video.
It's super interesting, even to me, just like only knowing English, like the little bits of English I catch, the little bits of Japanese, the no bits of Russian. I don't understand any Russian, but yeah, it's still interesting. It's still a very interesting channel.
So yeah, guys, if you want to check out like, you know, some Japanese girls, how like
that's all you have to say, my friend. That is my #1 comment, is show Japanese girls. Go to this guy's channel, seriously.
And probably cars too.
Cars in the future, we'll see.
Future, yeah, there's no English subtitles most of the time, but yeah.
No English subtitles, but seriously, I found it interesting just catching the little bits of English and seeing seeing the Japanese girls and the reactions and all that kind of stuff. It was really funny. It's really enjoyable. I think you guys will like it. So definitely give him a subscribe, and maybe he'll start doing some English content for us in the future.
Yeah, maybe yes. Yeah,
we'll see. All right, guys. Well, we're out of here. It's late in the day, and I'm heading to Tokyo. So we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.